Good morning, Meridian High School. I'm Amaya.
I'm Trinity,
And you're watching Warrior TV.
Please stand and repeat the Pledge of Allegiance. Please go to your first period class when you arrive on campus in the morning. Please do not gather in big groups in the hallways.
Students, there are 4 places to pick up your school lunches: the North Cafeteria, the South Cafeteria, the study loft above the main stairs by the library, and the CTE building. After you've grabbed your lunch to reduce gathering, please eat outside of the grass on the soccer field. Students will be admitted back into the building at the start of 3rd period. Listen for the bell.
All students must attend classes live on their assigned teams live in-person instruction day. If students do not come to school on their assigned day, they will be marked absent. All absences should be reported to the attendance office by calling 208-350-4161.
If you purchase an MHS mask or parking pass online, you may pick those up at the bookkeeper before school, lunch, and after school. Parking tickets are being issued for no parking passes and parking in faculty parking lot.
Attention sophomores, you are signed up to take the PSAT on October 14th. If you have not picked up a study guide, they are available in the counseling office or in the career center upstairs. Please stop by to pick up the important information.
Attention sophomores and seniors, Idaho is offering the SAT to all seniors and the PSAT to all sophomores at no cost on Wednesday, October 14th. The SAT is a graduation requirement for the class of 2021. There is no school on October 14th for freshmen and juniors. Testing rooms and assignments will be posted on Friday, October 9th. You must be in your room by 7:45 that morning to test. All students testing should bring the following: a number 2 pencil, a photo ID if you have one, a calculator, snacks and drinks for breaks. If you bring a cell phone into the testing room, it must be powered off. Your cell phone or other electronic devices make any noises during the test, you will be dismissed from testing. Stop at the counselor office if you have questions.
Picture Day is coming. Team 2 is on October 5th and Team 1 is October 6th.
The cafeteria is looking for some student helpers for the first 15 minutes of lunch each day. If you are interested, you can come talk to a management at breakfast or lunchtime.
At the end of the day, students must exit the building immediately for disinfecting routines. Students should exit out the closest exit to their classroom to reduce the large gathering at the main entrance.
Student badges need to be on you at all times. Please make sure you're bringing yours to school.
Face masks are required. Please make sure you are always wearing yours.
Principal Lillenkamp wants to celebrate all students for wearing your masks for the last 2 weeks. You've all been phenomenal, and that is one way we will all be able to stay in live classes. Thank you so much. Now over to Emily with weather.
What's up, Warriors? I'm Emily, back with the weather. Today the high will be 82 and the low will be 46. The wind will reach a whopping of 8 miles per hour, and there will be no precipitation. The sun will be out and shining. Now over to Presley with student athlete interviews.
Hey Warriors, Presley here with your student athlete interviews. I'm here with
Corey Ramsey.
And what number and position are you?
I am a right side and I'm number 8.
That's fun. And what is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you at practice?
Well, it was after a game one time. We were taking down nets and we'd lost, and so I was kind of mad, and as a joke, I threw one of the pads against the wall, and then it came back and hit me in the face really hard, and it was really embarrassing, and everyone laughed, so yeah, that was.
And what has been the highlight of your season?
I'd say, well, it's probably last season. We beat Rocky to get into districts, and that was the first time Meridian has made it to districts in 9 years, so.
That must have felt good.
It did.
Well, thank you. Now moving on to our next student athlete.
I'm Carly.
So Carly, tell me, what position and number are you?
I'm libero and I'm number 2.
Nice. And what has been the most challenging thing this season?
Probably trying to inspire all the younger girls, because I am the captain and a senior, so it's a little tough because everyone's watching your every move, and you have to inspire everyone, so that's probably the hardest.
And so you said you're a libero, so what is the favorite thing about your position?
Passing, obviously.
Yeah.
I love passing all the hard hits. I love wearing a different color jersey than everyone else, being a little different. I don't know, everything about it. I love it.
Well, thank you so much. Now back over to Trinity and Amaya.
Hey Warriors, we're back with another teacher talk, and today I'm with
Mr. Stout,
Mr. Stout, how long have you taught here at MHS?
this is my second year of teaching at MHS, but I actually started working here in the building about 2 years ago, when I was a tutor, an avid tutor and a substitute teacher. And then last year was my first year being a teacher, and then this is my second year being like a full-time teacher.
Okay, and what do you teach here?
This year I'm teaching 9th grade earth science. Last year I also taught biology for 10th graders as well. But yeah, this year just all freshman earth science.
Right, nice. You went here in high school, didn't you?
This is true.
Okay,
It's true.
so are you working then with, are some of your colleagues now old teachers of yours?
Yes, some of the teachers who took me out in the hallway and gave me a little talking to are now my coworkers, which is crazy, including right next door, Schmidt, I had Uriardi, I had Murray's, I had Hogan, Hall, and a lot of other teachers that are still in the building here, yeah. So
Awesome.
it's full circle, it's kind of weird, kind of fun, but yeah,
Right.
it's pretty cool.
So then, going to high school here and now teaching here, I'm guessing you enjoy a lot of our traditions. What would you say some of your favorites are?
That one's hard because even like the building that we're in right now, this wasn't here when I was here.
Right.
So a lot of things have changed from even staff to building to the way things are run. So there's a lot of traditions that like my older brother, older sisters, like all those people that I knew are no longer happening. But I would have to say my overall favorite tradition, talking with staff, with students, even now and even back when I was a student, is that there's just like this special character about Meridian that whoever comes to Meridian is accepted. And I
Right.
think everybody kind of has their own language for it, but I knew plenty of kids who got like bullied out of their high schools, who got like in drama and kicked out of their high schools, and then they come to Meridian and they find a home here. I think
Right.
that's what you said earlier. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, Meridian's like home for many.
yeah. So I think to me that's one of the coolest traditions where you have seniors hanging out with freshmen, and then you have sophomores. Everybody's just mixed in together. There's not really like some class system.
No cliques.
Yeah, no cliques.
Right.
It's just more of an inclusive, just like tribe kind of deal. So to me, that's I would gotta say that's probably the coolest thing that I enjoyed about Meridian, and that even now I see has carried through.
It definitely is still here, and it is really nice. So, what are you looking forward to mostly this year?
What am I looking forward to most this year? I think we can all agree it's been a pretty strange year.
It has, yeah, it definitely has.
To me, I think I'm looking forward to the holidays, and not for the reason of like there's no school and we get
Right.
out, but like the holidays, like around Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, everybody's just already thinking like positive. Everybody's already in that like kind of spirit, and I think when we come around this year with a lot of stuff that's been changing and a lot of stuff that's been happening, I don't know, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting time of reflection, and a pretty like cool time of like I said, being thankful, of getting around family, and it just being even more special. So I'm excited to see kind of how we handle it as a school, like right before Christmas break, like the holiday spirit. I think it's going to be a fun time of year.
Yeah. And we're back, Warriors, and I'm here with
Pam Uriardi, senior
Miss-
RU.
Senior you. How long have you taught here at MHS?
I have been here for 15 years, Amaya.
Oh my
Before this, I was at another school, but I wanted to be here, so I've been here a long time.
I don't blame you. Here's pretty good. What would you say your favorite Meridian High traditions are?
I graduated from Meridian High School myself, and so one of the traditions that I love is the burning of the M, which happens at the homecoming game every year.
Yes.
And I'm so sad that we can't do it this year, but next year the burning of the M will be back.
For sure, it will be. We will never let that tradition fail or lose. Do you have any advice for new freshmen this year?
I do. To all the new freshmen at the school, and I have some in my classes, be proud of the family that you're walking into here at Meridian High School and the tradition. We are the oldest school in the district.
Right.
And we have always had this great sense of school pride and this great sense of family and community. And so I think that's just such a neat thing to be a part of. Be proud of where you're at and be proud of being a warrior.
I couldn't agree more. Warrior strong. Last question for you. What is your favorite part about teaching?
My favorite part about being a teacher is my students. I love my students. I love seeing them in class every day. I miss seeing your faces behind the masks. But I love the idea of being in the classroom with students, and I love traveling with my students too. We've gotten to do some really cool trips for Spanish, and we've gone all over the world. 2 years ago, we went to Spain, and I had a big group that went to Spain, and hopefully this spring break, we're going to Peru.
Ooh, fingers crossed. Well, thank you so much for talking with us today. Back to you guys. Think that one was
Adios.
good? Thanks for our weather update, Emily, and thank you, Presley, for our student athlete interviews.
Thanks for watching, Warriors. Have
Have
a great weekend.